My name is Jeff, and I grew up in the Lutheran faith. Over the years growing up, I think the realization that I came to about the Lutheran faith, in my experience with it, and how it left me wanting, I guess you could say, how it let me down, was that after it was all said and done, I think I was left without a relationship with God. I was familiar with the rules and regulations and traditions of the Lutheran faith. However, I was left alone, tired, and as rebellious as I ever was prior to even showing up to church every Sunday. I think what happened was, over the years, not knowing anyone within the church isn't necessarily their fault, I guess, but this is just my experience. Showing up and really not connecting with anyone my own age. I don't remember one person's name in the entire church, and I think we attended the church for 5 or 6 years. It was an amazing experience to come away from all that not knowing one person's name. That had more to do with probably my family than the church, but what happened was, is I left the church after all these years of attending this Lutheran church, and I just completely rebelled against religion in general, like many of you do, I suppose. We don't like to try things that we know we're going to fail at, and I guess I can see why many people don't really want to give religion a go, because they see what we have to live up to in many of these religions, and just understand that, hey, I'm not gonna succeed at this, so why even try? And I think I realized that after being in the Lutheran faith of why that might be. So many, it almost seems like you have to get to a certain point with your spirituality before you can enter the buildings sometimes. I'm not sure that that's taught in all religious denominations, but that's kind of how I felt, and I think that's the message that I was given through the leadership at the church, for sure. That where I was at today was not where I needed to be, and therefore I was not accepted, or I was not made to feel comfortable. I was not made to feel in any way like I deserved to be there. And that's a tragedy. That's a great lie. That's one of the great lies of religion, I think, is making other people feel like they need to get to a certain spot before they're accepted, and then from there, I guess, they gain merit from there. What I realized is away from the church was that what really mattered and what really lacked, what I really lacked growing up was a relationship with Jesus. I found that in the basement of a duplex in the suburbs, a quiet bedroom, on my knees before Him after I saw my life in shambles, after I saw how wretched I really was and all the behavior that I was involved in, all the things that I had done, I guess. And I came to a realization that I stand before God and I don't measure up to His standard, but man, He accepts me right where I'm at, and He took me where I was at and He brought me to where I am today 5 or 6 years later. A man who knows who God is, a man who understands forgiveness, and a man who wants to live his life for Christ. And I think that's what true religion is.